don't know, man. Like, it sucks because I still love wrestling. It's just I don't love what they're putting out.
Yeah, I agree. It's not the cool shit that we grew up with. It's not stuff that's leaving you on the edge of your seat and wondering like what's going to happen next week.
Like the storylines, it doesn't even seem like. And I try to give them a pass this year because of COVID, but that doesn't excuse the last like 4 or 5 years of shitty writing. They haven't had good. The last year that I was like truly invested in WWE was probably 2015, and then I left for the military, and then I came back and I didn't know what was going on. But I liked 2015 because it was like the year of Seth Rollins. But that's the last good year, I think. The last great year to me, I was actually thinking about it earlier.
What, CM Punk?
CM Punk, the summer of Punk is like some of the best stuff ever. But if you look at Raw and SmackDown, outside of just the Punk stuff, it was not a good time to watch wrestling. That's kind of what makes the Punk stuff so great, is it kind of made it worth sitting through, But before we go on a tangent and go off topic, I just think what Raw needs to do is be 2 hours.
Yeah.
No need for it to be 3.
Oh, is it 3 hours now?
Yeah, it's 3 hours now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And only maybe 30 minutes of it is good.
Yeah, they lost me a long time ago. I mean, there was nothing like, for me, WCW in the late 90s, and then the Attitude Era. I loved it. I love the Attitude Era.
Yep. I love the Attitude Era too. I really like the Ruthless Aggression Era, man, with like Brock and Angle and Taker, like when Taker reinvented himself. And I just think that we've all watched wrestling for at least 15 years or longer. Like all of us have watched it or cared about it since a very young age. And I think because of it, we're all spoiled because now we watch the new stuff and we're like, what the fuck is this? Like, this isn't for me, but it's kind of
like the Ruthless Aggression Era when he said Taker. Was that when he did the whole biker gimmick?
It was when he did Big E. He came back the biker Taker started in the late Attitude Era. And that's when he came out and he gained a lot of weight and rode the motorcycle. But then he reinvented himself and was Big Evil, which was still Biker Taker. But he was just more of a total killer heel. Like, I remember he grabbed Hogan by the leg and hogtied him to his motorcycle and then drove him all around the like building and stuff. But we were talking about that because supposedly Survivor Series is his final appearance.
Yeah. Which one was the one where him and Brock Lesnar fought in Hell in a Cell? That was probably one of the bloodiest matches I remember in WWE seeing.
If you're talking about the bloody, they fought twice at Hell in a Cell. If you're talking about the bloody one, it'd be 2002, I think, is either 2002 or 2003 is Unforgiven. What do you think about McAfee being an active wrestler now on the roster? Pat McAfee's like
that's
wrestling.
Dude, that's hilarious. I love it. I don't know why. It's just something about that dude. He's just funny as shit, and he plays a perfect heel.
He's such a great heel, which is so funny because he's such a likable dude in real life.
Yeah.
But the thing is I was thinking about it the other day, the promos that Pat's cutting on wrestling fans are true. Like, he talks about, like, he'll shit on wrestling fans on the Pat McAfee live show. And he's like, the internet wrestling community is the absolute worst.
Yep.
And stuff, which he's right. Like, I feel like everything he's saying about the modern day wrestling fan is true.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that.
We need to stop going on a tangent. Tim's going to get mad.
No.
I'll tell you, it's funny. We're laughing because it just hit me how easy it is to go on about wrestling. Like,
it is. It's so
because
easy.
It's been around for so long and there's so much history behind it that, like, shit, you can just all you got to do is bring it up. That's like going to Thanksgiving dinner. You bring up wrestling with your uncle, and 4 hours later, some turkey and pie later, and you're still talking about it. It's universal. Like,
it's the same thing with two old ladies talking about Days of Our Lives because it's been there forever.
The Golden Girls.
And the Golden Girls.